Welcome
Nope.
to another installment
Block
of
that
Tag
guy.
Me In, where the triple threat brain trust of tag go over the good, the bad, and everything in between in the world of professional wrestling. I, of course, am the overwhelmingly underwhelmed Lipdizzle, joined, and I'm gonna put Jaeger ahead of this because ladies of the IWC. Mr. Jaeger, bombastic, so fantastic. The only good thing about this show was Shotzi, Ember, Dakota, Raquel. Insert every other lady's name here.
Candace, Indy.
They had our back on this show. And that's the only thing that was good about this show.
And I blew my
Jaeger,
back out.
and he blew his back out because of how horrendous this show was. Ladies, Jaeger.
Mm.
And because I'm contractually obligated to introduce this man, ladies and gentlemen, the person that you don't seem to see on the screen, I refuse to say whatever name is on the screen. So I'm just going to call him by the less than stealthy unicorn himself, the original ScooterRay.
I heard you guys were looking for another co-host.
He even did the intro.
Well, you're in luck.
I was
here to help y'all save the day.
I was halfway expecting you to pop out from the back of that couch.
I thought about it.
With a big old smile and shit.
I thought about it. I surely thought
I'm
about it.
I'm gonna let all you people at home know right now. you see the dishevelment in my beard. You see the bags under my eyes. Look, it was a funny joke when we played with the idea of what the Diamond Mine could be, and we even said what it was, but I had no intention of that being the case. I don't even remember which one of us even said it.
It was both of y'all. I remember. The only thing that was missing out that stable was Jake Atlas, because y'all was talking about the diamond in the rust, but you can't find the diamond mine without an Atlas. It was both of y'all. How serendipitous that Malcolm Bivens is with the diamond mine with Tyler Russ. Spoiler alert.
I'm gonna reach back. I'm gonna reach back into the past. Past me is gonna be over in this frame right here.
I have watched this segment multiple times.
One second, Scoot. One second, Scoot.
Go ahead.
So past me is over on this side, right?
Mm-hmm.
The fuck were you thinking? Anyways,
this is a sad day for me because I'm wearing my Crown hoodie. And I have my prediction crown here, and this is a problem. This is when you have the power to do things and bad things happen. It's a dark day for the purveyor of predictions.
I mean, you lost out at the pay-per-view.
I didn't. See, the thing is, you know what?
That wasn't a clean sweep.
It was not, but I didn't lose though. Now, see, had you kept your answer with the whole Sami Zayn Kevin Owens thing, you would have won.
I would have
won. So since I didn't get the chance to predict, I was technically 4-2 because technically I wasn't expecting Seth Rollins to win. And technically, Charlotte did win the match.
That shit don't count.
So if we're counting that, I was 4-2 or 5-1, depending on.
And again, people, the reason why you didn't get a review from Hell in a Cell was because we didn't feel that it was necessary to review such bullshit.
It wasn't.
No.
The only match that's worth watching was Bianca and Bayley. Let's be honest.
I mean,
so
Bayley,
yeah.
though.
Bayley though. I mean Bianca
Indeed.
though too.
I mean Bianca Belair, but I mean without a doubt, Bayley though.
Bayley though. Well, you know what? Let me make y'all even sadder to give y'all some scoops.
Oh shoot! All right. Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and jump into that.
So while I radiate the positivity today, since you know,
you're the only positive one right now,
Mr. Lipdizzle, who's usually the prince of positivity, since he's down, I'm gonna radiate enough positivity for both of them. I
have a bad feeling about all of this.
After my positivity today, it might even heal Jaeger's back. That's just how healing this power is going to be today.
These 1,000 milligrams of Tylenol are kicking, so you might just line up the timing.
So, Bronson Reed and Karrion Kross has been backstage at SmackDown, and they were on Raw. Thoughts of this?
Well, I got a lot of thoughts on this shit. Now, of course, I remember coming on here and saying that Bronson Reed is necessary for the main roster because they do need a big man like him, you know, just for the old school feel. I got no problem with it, but I think it's still very soon because I feel like he still has some more legs within his title run. Karrion Kross, no surprise. I mean, we've been saying it for the longest. I didn't think it was going to be this soon, though. But my only issue with that is the rumor being that they're going to separate him and Scarlett.
Okay.
So, yeah, because I think they said that that because Karrion had a main event match or tryout match. I don't know what the fuck it was. And I think they said Scarlett was due to have a match of her own.
Wait. So let me fuck y'all up. Main event, which is Hulu's show, right? Guess who was on main event this past Tuesday?
Who?
Karrion Kross and Bronson Reed.
Bronson Reed versus Drew Gulak. And the main event was Karrion Kross versus Shelton Benjamin.
Why are either of those fair?
Which was zero promotion at all.
Why are either of those fair?
The absolute fuck, WWE. Granted, they did come out with their NXT championships. They did have their NXT nameplates. Scarlett did not come out with Karrion Kross.
That's what I was going to ask.
Karrion had a dry ass entrance because it was just his music and then him coming out. They were both solid matches. I mean, especially Benjamin and Kross. They were both solid matches. Yeah. But how the fuck you have your North American champion and your world champion appear on main event without zero promotion?
Because they don't respect NXT
at all.
Apparently. So, yeah. And Kross did win with the Kross jacket.
Okay.
And
so they may not be using his forearm as a finisher.
He won with the Kross jacket, and of course Bronson did win with the tsunami. But yeah, that was the interesting tidbits that not only did these guys appear on Raw and SmackDown as you know, trying out, but they actually were on main event with no promotion. And I was like, this is
ridiculous.
Ridiculous. This was supposed to lighten our mood?
No, he was being sarcastic.
I was about to say. Okay.
Now, I will lighten the mood with this quip from Miro that will definitely lighten the mood of the Prince of Positivity.
Okay.
Miro responded to Andrade's message about he deserves a TNT championship title shot and all of that. Well, Miro responded, this guy must think getting undeserved title shots run in the family.
Damn.
Okay. Thanks, Miro. I needed that. Yeah.
Solid.
Now, of course, take my money for that match.
Absolutely.
Sure enough. But still, it was one hell of a burn for sure.
Absolutely.
But I'm down with it. Will I think that will it happen anytime soon? Absolutely not. No. Absolutely not. Because you need to keep them as far away from each other as possible this early. Neither one of them should be losing anytime soon.
I can agree with that.
So yeah. But still take my money when it happens.
Mm-hmm.
This furthers me to believe that Andrade is going to be beating Kenny Omega for that AAA title.
He needs to.
He should.
I can agree.
Because AAA is going to need a star to represent them, and the way that they're building Andrade on AEW is perfect for him to basically flagship another promotion.
Absolutely.
Especially one where the language barrier is not an issue for him. So, yeah.
Yeah, Vince. Anyways.
What else we got?
I guess one of the last little tidbits before we get into this amazing episode of NXT. There are rumors and plans that Big E could be drafted to Raw.
Yeah.
And to reunite with the New Day, but to still have his singles push.
That's fine.
But the question is, why the fuck they didn't do that the first time?
Very, very true.
Still been part of New Day and still had a singles push while being part of New Day.
Yeah, it would have made Raw feel more fresh as well. Yep. Way more. Because you still could have had Big E in the mid card for the US title during all that, because they needed people in that shit for the time being. And then you have Bobby go on to win the WWE championship, then come after WrestleMania. Now you got Big E slotted in to face Bobby Lashley. So yeah, especially with everything that's going on now with, Woods having a Hell in a Cell match and now being taken out for a little bit to take care of his other obligations outside of WWE, and then with Kofi about to feud with him, which he's obviously going to lose. So yeah, and especially if you don't have Brock in the mix right now, I think this will be the best time to have these two go at it. So yeah, because Roman's untouchable right now, period.
And that was one of the reasons why I think they want to do that, because Roman's untouchable. And they don't want to ruin Roman's run or ruin Big E's run with that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, but, I'm down with it.
That's really all the things I've seen.
Okay.
Let me. Wait. I want to preface this because I want to enjoy this episode so much. I had the trinity of NXT. I got Hit Row. I had Raquel. And right when I thought it couldn't get no better, the icing on the cake that is my life ended with the Diamond Mine, but more importantly, to say it like the great Xavier Woods, Malcolm Bivens topped it off. Just the trinity of awesomeness. Just on NXT.
I'm gonna go ahead and say this. Look, just for those who need to understand, this wasn't a bad NXT show. It was bad for me, and I'm gonna tell you why. First off, before I had a chance to watch, because I usually try to wait for it to kind of record on my DVR before I can skip through commercials. So during that time, Scoop texted me, and he said, "Hey, did you watch NXT yet?" And I said, "No, but I'm about to." And he said, "Oh, well, I'm gonna shut up." And I was like, "Oh." I get in my head, I'm like, "Oh, I need to watch it," because I text him back, "Oh shit," because that let me know, oh, something good's about to happen.
Oh yeah.
So the first issue was Xfinity. That's who I have. I have Xfinity. So when I turned on the show, it was showcasing the middle of the Wave versus Oney Lorcan and Pete Dunne match. Mm-hmm. And normally it'll say, hey, do you want to restart from the beginning? It never gave me that option. So I tried to rewind all the way back, and it just kept stopping me in the middle of that match. So I'm like, NXT never starts like this. So I never had a chance. Yeah, I never had a chance to see what the fuck was going on prior to that. And I'm like, and as I'm going through, by the end of it, I'm like, oh, this was a very short show. It went by like very fast. And I was never checking the time until, I watched Wrestle Talk the next day. And all of a sudden it's like, oh, I missed a shitload of stuff.
Yes.
So yeah, that's where that started. And then of course, other stuff, which we'll get into. For parents who are watching this with kids, I'm going to let you all know earmuffs.
And if you are part of the culture, you know what the Birdman hands rub mean.
It means hand sanitizer. From this disgustingness of this show has left on all of us.
You texted me, and I was like, oh shit. Scoot said, some shit's going down. To which I was not able to watch NXT at the time at live. I waited a little bit. And I see Lips responses, which are some famous like GIF responses. One being Tracy Morgan doing the no, hell no, and then Scoot like didn't give anything away, just was laughing at it, and I played along. I was just like laughing at it as well. Then Scoot asked me if I saw it, and I was like, uh-oh. If he's asking if I saw it too, then this can't be a positive thing. Or at least not for us. And then I watched. And as I was and I got Sling. So you set it to a DVR, it records and all that. But even if you are watching it live, because I've missed like maybe the first 10, 15 minutes of AEW or NXT myself, and I'm actually able to rewind and go back and start it all over. I'm watching the entire show, and I'm like, there's not really anything bad. I don't see why Lips like doing this. I don't see why Scoot's like, ha 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 ha. And then the last 30 seconds of NXT showed up. And then my face dropped. And I just looked at it and I was like, no. And like, we're teasing the hell out of this for y'all, but
because when we get to it, I'm going to go through my emotions when I saw this, and let you know why I'm so pissed about this.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna do something different. It was a double
two chef's kisses. Oh.
To attend my emotions, what happened is about as equal as when we found out that X-Men versus Street Fighter was a real game. The excitement of that was just like, excuse me, X-Men versus Street Fighter? Then they gave us Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter, which was like, what? Then it was Marvel versus Capcom. And then if you never had the excitement of playing Marvel versus Capcom 2 on Dreamcast, earmuffs. It was orgasmic.
Which, by the way, you need to play Marvel vs. Capcom on Dreamcast.
Yes.
Any fighting game that's on Dreamcast, you should only play it on Dreamcast.
Yes.
Fair.
That's just that. There's no debate. There's no atting anybody here. No. I have a Dreamcast in the room right now. I'm
gonna go buy me one at some point.
Like, I wish you would get down in the comment section and say some bullshit. No, slap your hand.
Yes.
Anyway,
but this episode of NXT was just. This was like the MCU to me.
No.
Worlds collided.
No.
This
No.
NXT
No.
Worlds collided, guys.
No.
This was just the greatest Tuesday in NXT history to me. Because the moment the end, because this was almost like a MCU credit extra bonus scene. Because the whole time they kept saying the Diamond Mine is coming. And it was like, wait. Kushida and O'Reilly is happening. Where is this Diamond Mine? Oh, and when they came, it was beautiful.
So
and to top it off, the fourth man who was with the Diamond Mine, my initial reaction was, actually, Lip is not going to be happy. But you know what? Let's go ahead and treat it like some movies. Let's go ahead and rewind it to the beginning because we're giving them the ending.
I bet you're wondering how we got to this point.
Yeah, I bet you're wondering how we got to this point and why I'm just so fucking happy. But you know what? We will let y'all know why I'm so fucking happy because the emotions built. It built. And it just crescendoed. And do I dare say it? It took me to the moon. To the moon.
You're a week early for that.
Oh, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. No. But go ahead, Mr. Diesel. Let's go ahead and discuss what happens on this episode of NXT.
Well, Mr. Adam Cole, baby, came out for some mic time. Adam Cole, part of this is your fault. Now that I think about this, it's now coming to me. Part of this is your fault.
And had I known the ending first, the building blocks that set this up was just beautiful. The building blocks of this. Because of Adam Cole.
Let a man
we got what we got at the end.
Led somebody to some delusions of grandeur.
Call me Rick James. That's the case.
Adam Cole came out for some mic time. And to skip further ahead, he was challenged by Carmelo Hayes, which ended up being, I guess, the person that he either was going to choose or Carmelo Hayes that just came out and was like, you know what, hey, I'm up for the open challenge.
He said, yeah, he's like, I'm not going to pick anybody. I'm not going to play this game. But if anybody wants to step up, sure. Then he asked Carmelo Hayes what brings him into the ring, what makes him think he can challenge Adam Cole. And then Carmelo Hayes
you know what Carmelo Hayes said?
The worst impression ever.
Davis, ruthless aggression.
The worst John Cena impression I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was pretty horrible. I was just better off him. I honestly thought he was going to say what the five fingers say to the face. I thought he was going to say that. But I wouldn't realize he
would have been better.
I didn't realize he was going to say that cheesy ass ruthless aggression. And then it was like Cole could have seen that slap coming. But we digress. This was actually a pretty good and solid match.
Yeah. Carmelo Hayes is actually really good in the ring. He just,
too fresh.
Right now, he's pretty much like enhancement talent for the most part.
Because I wonder where does he go from there? Is it going to be one of them things what they do with Carmelo where he gets his feet wet in a sense, and then they take him off TV for a while, and then they kind of bring him back as this
with a new look.
Yeah, so that's what I'm kind of wondering what they're doing with Carmelo right now because I can't see him in any championship picture at the time. And it kind of makes me wonder who's going to be his first W. Like, who's going to be the first person he's going to slip up and beat?
Yeah.
Because the problem is, do not go the Jake Van Atlas route with Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah,
which
his presentation was vanilla haze.
Yeah, I think that he's going to be slotted into this North American Championship picture once Bronson Reed escapes to the main roster, because I mean, clearly we're all in agreement that it's going to be Swerve that takes the title off of Bronson. So I figured that who we did see later on. So I think he's going to need a lot of challengers, because he if anybody's going to have a lengthy run with the North American Championship, it's going to be Swerve, especially with the work that Hit Row's doing. It should be no surprise at all of how lengthy Swerve may go on to be the longest reigning North American champion in NXT, to be perfectly honest. So definitely going to see what happens there. From there, I'm not sure when Johnny came into play.
I want to say they might have been the next segment. I think
they came in.
Johnny, I think it was after this match when Johnny and
Austin
and in theory came out, and then that's when Dunne and Lorcan came out, and of course it led to a brawl,
which led to a
match,
tag team match, players.
Which we can go ahead and discuss it now since we're here. We're going to discuss tag team
there was a small match before that.
It was.
There was a. It's a small match because the segment was bigger than the match itself. We'll talk about it. That's fine. That being Zoey Stark and Io Shirai against Robert Stone Brand's Aliyah and Jessi Kamea.
Which just had a segment before this match with Aliyah and Kamea talking to Monet.
Yeah.
Seems like Monet might have gave the clue to the stable she's going to start with them, called the Winner Circle.
Yeah.
Look, the Winner Circle is a cool name. Yes. But it would be better had it happened before the Inner Circle.
True.
Yeah.
I think they need to go with a different name. They're not formed yet. They still got time. I think they can use a tagline as them being, in the Winner Circle, but they got to start racking up wins as far as Aliyah and Jessi Kamea are concerned. So, and then this is definitely the case.
This match also.
Talk about what the fuck Robert Stone was wearing?
Looking like a pimp suit Sephiroth with that cross on his chest.
Looking like he comes out of JoJo's Bizarre World for a second.
Adventure, yeah.
Thank you.
I mean,
Adventure.
Look.
More importantly, we got to talk about how Io Shirai and Zoey Stark had a little promo before this match.
Oh, and I loved it. I love Io walking by saying, "I respect you, but I don't like you," and she just kept it moving. I love it.
I'm sorry, Lip. I cut off what you were going to say about Pimp Suit Sephiroth.
Oh, no, it doesn't matter. Because Robert Stone doesn't matter.
No.
Fair enough.
But I mean, what more can you say about this match other than it being a glorified squash match, just like with Aliyah and I mean, I don't want to say just Kamea because she seems to be kind of far away from Aliyah in that aspect because her overall aesthetic and packaging is more so geared towards, we may have a future star on our hands.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not to downplay Aliyah in any way. It's just the way that she has been put in these matches to be super glorified enhancement talent. That's just been her thing. So will they win the?
Go ahead.
No, I was just basically like, will they win the women's tag team championships? Possibly, if they team up with Franky Monet, they may have like a women's undisputed era thing where they win all the women's gold. But that's about as far as that could go on that end. But we'll have to see. So
that'd be cool.
Yeah.
So for shits and giggles, since I did watch Main Event, I went to the Hulu version of NXT, and so far, the Carmelo Hayes and Adam Cole was on there.
Mm-hmm.
None of this women's stuff was on the show.
Pity.
Wow.
None of this.
Pity.
That's
especially because it's Franky Monet being covered in there.
If I remember correctly, I don't think none of these segments. I don't think this tag match was on the show.
That's crazy.
Nor I don't think Franky Monet's match was on the show.
Because this has all your main players in the women's division outside of, you know, Candice and Indy.
Mm-hmm.
Because they had the Way and Lorcan and Dunne segment. They had their tag team match. They had the Kushida and O'Reilly match. But I think everything else was cut out.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, they squeeze it all in 1 hour, so.
And that's the dumbest thing ever.
Uh-huh.
It really and truly is. I mean, it's not like it's old school NXT where that show was just an hour. Like you're taking out pivotal things within the show, especially with like if something happens next week, especially if they're gonna have Great American Bash and you're going to have a women's tag team match for the tag team titles.
Oh, LA's Night segment was on the show too.
Okay.
Yeah, LA Night segment was on the reduced Hulu version.
Ew.
Yeah.
Could have at least put Franky Monet's and Kamea and Aliyah's little bit there instead of LA Knights. Huh.
Yeah, see? Crazy. But yeah, of course, after this match, you had who came out first? I think it was Raquel and Dakota that came out.
Raquel,
and then
hey Raquel. Hey. Right on cue.
Dakota though.
So this was like another thing that made this episode so great to me. Your NXT Women's Champion came and graced us with her appearance. And then not only that, but like we had like lovely ladies everywhere. Cause then the Way came out and it was like, I think the Way was first, wasn't it?
Yeah, the Way was first.
Yeah, the Way was first.
Then Raquel
and Dakota.
Talking about how they want the tag team titles next.
And then Ember and Shotzi graced us with the appearance. And then Ember, though.
They had to remind Raquel and Dakota that they don't lost that number one contendership match. So maybe should be getting that belt next.
If we're including Aliyah and Kamea, all 10 of these ladies just,
we are. Of course we are.
So next week, a triple threat tag team match to determine the true number one contender for Great American Bash.
Dumb.
It is, because Shotzi and Ember won that contendership, but hey.
Damn shame.
It's okay.
Well, they're keeping it moving though, so it's all good. It is definitely all good.
Yes.
Oh wait, so it was after this. The Johnny Gargano and Austin Theory. Yeah, when they came to the ring, that no, the match was after this. The segment was before that. Yeah. So they came out.
Tried to play nice with Regal. Be like, see, I got your new pencil. Sorry about breaking that other one.
And of course, Johnny called out Cross.
So
which this is definitely something that I figured was going to happen. They were going to start doing these singles matches, and I think with Karrion potentially going to the main roster fairly soon, I think they're going to start pumping out these singles matches back to back to back. You know, up until he finds his wall Samoa Joe to stop him in his tracks.
Oh, yeah, do we talk about that now or later?
Which part?
The Samoa Joe and Cross bit.
Oh, that was after the tag match with the.
But I was just talking about looping it in since we're already here.
Oh, well. Oh, you know what? This is what we'll do. So the tag match was cool.
It happened.
It was good.
It happened. It is, what do you expect from these guys? The important part of it, because I mean, granted, it's two heels going against each other. If it was AEW, you could be like, oh, okay, yeah, that's it's obvious, but this is different. So it's like with WWE, and I gotta say WWE with NXT because it's the same thing. They heels versus heels. This clearly was meant for Karrion Kross to come out at the end and smack Johnny upside the head, which is what happened. And then he promptly walked off and went to the back. And when he went to the back, he was met with a waiting Samoa Joe.
Not only was he waiting, but it sounded like Kross had a little bit of intimidation in his voice. Because he did say, you know the rules, only when you're provoked. And Joe was like, okay, I'll step aside. I'll let you through, champ.
On your way, young champ.
On your way, young champ.
But from that, once Kross went out the door, Joe turned, and who was waiting for him right there? None other than the mother effing bruiserweight Pete Dunne. And they had a nice little stare down, which made me say, take my money for this match also.
Yes.
Facts.
So I love how they are setting up. Yeah, granted, they're setting up Kross in these singles matches, but they're also setting up all these future matchups for Joe, which I'm like,
take
good shit, NXT. Take it all. So from that, I forgot what was after this. Was the Franky Monet match? I thought it was something before that, though.
Oh, no, we were doing this out of order. Franky,
somewhere.
And then Cameron Grimes promo happened somewhere.
Yeah. And I don't know who that guy Cameron Grimes punched. I know he's wrestled before, I think. Some
knockoff Jeff Hardy. I don't know.
But, so.
Great value, Brant. No, I'm kidding.
So we know for a fact Cameron Grimes will be in action next week.
Which, all this is going to do is further the feud between him and LA Knight. Because they're going to go again for this damn $1 million championship. It's going to be a regular, some type of regular match. But yeah, definitely. But to get this shit out the way, Franky Monet went against a completely misplaced Elektra Lopez. No slight against her. It's just when they came from commercial.
Lopez, though.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like, I was sitting there like, excuse me, who are you?
But,
and where did you come from?
They gave her the jobber entrance and everything.
When they, it was like a halfway jobber entrance because when they came back from commercial, she was in the ring dancing, and I was just like, wait, did we just go back to Monday Night Nitro? Did we just get like a single Nitro girl in the ring?
Right.
This was going on. But then, of course, they had her name come up, and then she just sitting there, and then all of a sudden, Franky Monet comes out, and then we have a match. That's literally all I could say about it. Like, nothing against Franky / Taya. It's just
I don't know about y'all. She's not really doing it for me right now.
Franky Monet?
Yeah.
Right now. And I think it's mainly because of the people that they're putting her up against. Like, I think that she needs to be tested with other talent right now, because I feel like if we're not getting her best within NXT, then it's doing her a disservice because we're not seeing anything that's going to have her captivate anybody.
Yeah.
And that's a problem. So, especially if she's going to be leading the stable.
She got to get her showcase going,
Now her character work backstage and everything, perfectly fine. No issue. It's just the in-ring stuff that's having that disconnect. And I think that may be a detriment to her moving forward if they don't do anything worthwhile in the ring with her or put her in a worthwhile feud. So we'll have to see. But yeah, Franky Monet goes over. I mean, no surprise. This match went longer than expected, though, because I really, truly thought this was going to be like a squash match. But Elektra Lopez got some offense off.
I wonder was she one of the ones they recently signed? And they were trying to show off a little bit.
I would assume so. Because this is my first time seeing her.
Same.
So I don't know. I have no idea. But we have to go from this, and this is where
before we get there,
how
do y'all feel about, or who do y'all think is the promo of the battery charging? If y'all saw that, who do y'all think?
I didn't see that.
Who do y'all think that is teasing?
Hold up, which maybe I missed it.
No, I just showed a battery at 40%.
And then at the end of close to the end of the show, it went up to 51%.
Oh.
So at first, when it first started, it started at 11%. I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago.
Huh.
And now it's at 51%.
Going by this charge rate, I guess they're going to be debuting at Great American Bash.
That or right after.
Mm-hmm.
So many people. So I saw some people thinking it's Tegan. Some people thought it was Roderick Strong. And others are just like, we don't know who the hell this person is. So I guess we'll have to see, who this person they're teasing, who's being charged up or charging at the moment. So
yeah. I'd like it to be Tegan. Be a little soon, though.
Look, see, now I hope it is for this reason only. Mm-hmm. I mean, outside of the fact that Tegan is 100%, like, you can't do nothing wrong in my eyes. When Scoot texted me, when he said you watch, I was like, oh shit, maybe Tegan came back. Mm-hmm. That was strike one. I was strike one for me when everything was all said and done. I was like, oh, this bullshit. But yeah, my hopes was up high because I was ready. I was like, oh shit, but how's she gonna come back? What's finna happen? Didn't get it. It's cool. It would make sense. I mean, especially if they're going by the whole MCU stuff with how everything ended with Infinity War, mm-hmm. and you had the end credit scene where Fury had hit the pager and looked like it had died after that. So I was like, mm-hmm. Okay, maybe a recharging. So especially with the whole Captain Marvel thing. So maybe. So I would lean more towards that being the case, but it's just a matter of what would prompt her to come back. Like, who would she feud with? That's my only negative. That's I don't think it may not be her. Yeah. Because of that. Because I don't know what feud she would be in at this point unless it's with something with Dakota. But, I don't think that she would come back until Dakota actually won the NXT Women's Championship. So, yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. I couldn't even pretend to predict it. So, yeah, we'll have to see. But something that was a bittersweet moment for me in a multitude of ways. So they had this whole little backstage segment where the irrelevance of what the fuck is there? Never Rise. I think that's what they're called. They had these two guys in ski mask, and they went to go spray paint the SUV of Hit Row. And of course, with the tinted windows, they went to still try to spray it, and then the window rolled down, and old Top Dollar was in the front seat, and said, "It's like, yeah, you shouldn't wear a mask when your shirts are on when your name's on your shirt." Mm-hmm. And then they took off running. But then they had a match after this.
I'm
I was
guilty
excited.
of actually enjoying this segment.
I enjoyed it too.
Spray
Okay,
paint thing
okay.
was funny. Let's not knock
Okay,
it.
I'm guilty of enjoying the segment. And also, too, we didn't discuss it because I can't remember where it fell. Can we agree on Top Dollar's just delivery of things? Because remember the segment with Bronson Reed, and he was like, everybody wants to be colossal. The Colossus walks in.
You know what? Yeah, let's harp on that now. So Bronson Reed was having an interview about like his next challenges and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And sure enough, Swerve walked up with Hit Row, and Swerve just stared at him. And Top Dollar walked up in front and just said, everybody wants to be colossal until Colossus walks through the door. And then clear with the walk away. You're not even from North America.
You're not even, and that's the second time somebody had told Bronson Reed that. Because remember, Santos told him that.
Mm-hmm.
Top Dollar had to have some good laugh out loud moments.
Yeah,
this was one of them.
Just
he had two.
Another layer on that cake. That was Tuesday.
It's almost like it's just another Tuesday for Top Dollar,
right?
But
excuse me.
But yeah, so we get to this match, and I expected Never Rise to have the absolute dog piss beat out of them.
Right.
I didn't get that. And here is my gripe with this, because just like I said either last week or the week before, Ever Rise is going to end up becoming a meme tag team that gets over with people just because they are extremely meme worthy. Because again, they are the too much of NXT.
And you know what's bad? They know this. They know that they're the joke team, and they're playing very well into it.
Yeah, I was gonna get them fans, and they don't need it. They don't deserve it.
They don't deserve it, and they have not made it. And I can't let it happen. Can't let it happen. But either way, Hit Row though.
Like, just
hi.
My excitement
just go ahead.
This episode. Look here, people. Let me tell you something. Y'all don't realize how much this NXT brought me joy. I'm trying to contain my excitement so slightly, but it's gonna just spill out of me when we get to the main event. But just know, Adam Cole opened the show, which was good. It was great. Not gonna lie. But then to see the appearance of Raquel, and it was like, yes. Then I had Hit Row. Hit Row was out there doing work. Top Dollar and the Ashanti, Adonis putting in work. And then it was just even so beautiful after Hit Row got the W. Whatever member of Never Rise decided to turn his back on Swerve and bow, house call, back of the head, laid out on top of your homeboy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
which they deserve. I did like the pose that they did afterwards with I keep forgetting her name.
Oh, B-Fab. I remember.
B-Fab, thank you.
Yeah.
Little layout on Swerve and Ashanti.
Yes.
The Hit Row is going to make Ashanti a superstar.
Yes.
He's already wearing it like a badge of honor, especially with the way he came out with his hair. And his attire is on point already. Still got to work on Top Dollar's attire,
right?
Just cause, he was
rocking that Killmonger look for a second.
Like
Or was it
so
Swerve?
his
No.
no, it was Swerve.
It was Swerve.
See, Top Dollar's like backstage, outside the ring stuff. Perfect. It's in the ring. It's like that if you think about all like the superhero origin stories and how they had these makeshift suits, like it feels like he's getting ready to have his superhero suit, but right now he's in the process of like, yo, I just made my own. I'm gonna start this superhero shit about the crime fight. This is what I'm rocking right now.
I was getting early Eddie Kingston, like when he first joined AEW.
Hey, but quick question though. Can we talk about Nikki Cross though, debuting her superhero outfit and how she was looking though? But wait,
I mean, I don't watch that product.
Wait,
so.
I was pissed off at it until I found out it was her idea.
I know it was her idea. I'm fully aware, but still,
it was cheesy. It was very cheesy. It was cheesy. But Nikki,
well, she doesn't call herself like Tropical Storm or something.
Nikki,
I mean, yeah, looks good in it, no problem. My gripe with this is that I feel like they're taking the Fiend gimmick. They had the whole they had to play on the whole Harley Quinn and Joker type deal with these two, and now he's gone. So now you have Harley slash Alexa, and now you have Batgirl slash Batwoman in all this, and it's like you keep you're toting the line here. Don't do it. Don't do it.
We'll see.
We will, but
I guess we'll see.
I need to get back to this drop kick from Ashanti.
Whew. That drop kick.
It is too fucking crisp and pretty. What wasn't crisp and pretty though was that finisher.
No,
because I don't know if it was Top Dollar just didn't lean out more, but the way that they just came down, I was scared for Irrelevant's neck for a second, for a quick second. You know, I can't make fun of somebody that doesn't exist. That's a problem. So, you know, just stick around.
Yeah, it's just
be irrelevant. Yeah, it would be mean, and I'm not that type of person. I want to be mean to your face, not to your grave. But either way, this Hit Row goes over. Not a surprise. Hit Row should not be losing any matches at all at this point right now, because they need to be on a streak like none other. And I think they're doing it right, because they're keeping their eyes on the title picture, but they're keeping them away from the title picture.
Yes.
Which is smart while everything else is going on. And I do believe that Swerve is going to set the is going to set the domino effect for them to start winning titles, because I think Swerve's going to win the first title, and then I think depending on what's going to happen with this cruiserweight shit, you might have Ashanti take the cruiserweight title for a moment.
I think Top Dollar and Ashanti might go for the tag, because what happens at the end, we clearly see who might be the next cruiserweight champ.
True.
So,
which is weird.
The only reason I'm saying is because I don't know what they're going to do with the Cruiserweight Championship. I don't know how long everything's going to take, but that is a possibility. But with the tag titles, with the way it's looking, they may end up fast-tracking Top Dollar and Ashanti to winning those tag titles, even if it's for a quick second, because I still think MSK and GYV got a date with Destiny.
Well, speaking of the tag titles, MSK, Toothless Timmy, Tommaso Ciampa, at Great American Bash for the tag titles.
Yes, and I am so glad that they're finding ways to keep GYV and MSK away from each other during this time. Like, they're not pulling the trigger on this quick. Like, they are.
We're supposed to have a face-off next week.
Good.
Yeah,
good.
We're supposed to have a face-off next week.
Fucking love it.
Sure.
No,
it's great. No, it is great.
To the main event, the
good part.
You're forgetting something else.
Wait, which thing?
there's a backstage segment with Mercedes Martinez.
Oh, you know, it was
tag match.
My bad. See, what happened was I do remember it, but the way that it ended made it completely fucking forgettable. So yeah, my bad. See, what happened was Mercedes Martinez had an interview because she had been challenged by T.A.G, meaning Boa and Xia Li, in a mixed tag match. And so she was being asked who would her partner be, and she was thinking, I don't know who I would get. But before she could even think about it, Xia Li attacked her from behind. And Boa was standing in the back. No problem. But then all of a sudden, you had this blur just come into the into the fray and said the most cheesy thing after that. I guess I'm joining the fight now. What?
Right,
you guess?
What?
So I got upset for one reason. Now, I do not want to be attacked. I do not want to be talked about or whatever. This was my point of view, and this was my observation.
You're probably going to say the same thing I thought about saying.
I was hoping WWE/NXT was not pandering. With Mercedes and both Atlas being part of the LGBTQ community, I was hoping that this wasn't their way of just saying, hey, here you go.
Yeah.
That was the only issue I had with that.
Absolutely. Yeah, I and the reason I agree with you on that is because the same thing happened. I believe, I don't know if it was on a commercial or maybe I saw it on this platform on YouTube. The thing with Toni Storm.
Yes.
The video that they showed with her, I was just like, why? It felt so forced. Because even her delivery on it, it just felt like uncomfortable. It didn't feel like it was natural. It just felt like it was completely forced. And of course, it wasn't on like a platform that she was on. It was literally on WWE NXT's platform. Yeah. So that's why, again, it felt that way. And then with this, now if this was something to where you had Jake Atlas feuding with Boa, in some way, shape, or form, where he got attacked, then yeah, I'd be like, okay, that makes sense. But one, Boa has not been in the ring. Two,
not since I can't tell you when the last time, but yeah,
I think I may have it here from last time.
Yeah,
I think I do.
Right, it's been a minute.
Yeah, 2019, Damian Priest. Yes,
thank you.
October 26th.
What the hell?
So yeah, my thing with this is that you haven't even had them sniff around each other. So it's like,
and here he comes now, being quote unquote knight in shining armor.
Which, I mean, let's just be real. Mercedes Martinez looked like she could take on Van Atlas.
Right?
Now, of course, NXT can fix this by making it make sense next week, which I would hope that they do. But, if they don't, then that's going to lead me more so to believe that this is more pandering and this is more to fulfill an agenda. And I would just hope that that's not the case. So yeah.
Don't do the Cody Rhodes shit.
Please don't.
Please don't.
Please don't.
But yeah, but from that we do get into the main event.
I think that was all of the segments I'm thinking of before the end. I think that was all the segments. Yes, I think that was everything.
This was the good part of the main event. The great part. No. Don't
do that. Don't do that.
No.
Yeah, it was because it really was. Kushida and Kyle O'Reilly had one hell of a match, and this showcase one.
All of it was good.
This whole, you're right. This whole match was good
in its entirety. Yes,
from bell to bell. This entire Scoot, you were onto it, man. I'm telling you, that's what I'm talking about. This,
I am going to lay it on thick. I am going to lay it on thick. Go. Go ahead. Go.
Because
I will let y'all two talk about this match. Go ahead.
It was a great fucking match.
I mean, the chemistry. I mean, granted, these two have wrestled each other across the indies, obviously, but this goes to show the chemistry and how they trust Kushida. Like if you looked at Kushida now and you looked at when he first came in, you would think, oh, he's not going anywhere. I don't know what's going on. But the fact that they trusted him so much to say, you know what? We know what we're going to do with you later on, and we're going to showcase what you have to offer. You just got to wait a little bit. And think about how much we even talked about, damn, he's always losing the shit that matters. And to come back and then see this shit and to see him being able to flourish in this manner, there are no complaints. And for him to be competing with people who are within the NXT championship circle at this point.
I mean, he is a champion.
Exactly. But the top shit, it's like not to downplay the cruiserweight title, but I mean, yeah.
Because I mean, yeah. No, he's fighting the main title
contender,
guy.
Now, of course, and even with this finish, because she went for the hover butt lock, and then O'Reilly reversed it into a pin, which again, perfect. Still kept Kushida strong.
Well, it looks I want to give a shout out to Authors of Wrestling because he has nicknamed that the most dangerous move in wrestling. The roll up.
What?
The roll up pin. He has now called it the most dangerous move in professional wrestling.
It has to rolling
up somebody or something like that.
I think
was actually surprised that this match didn't end in a disqualification.
It could have. It was on the cusp of it because right after O'Reilly won, you had Cole come out and attack him, they were going at it. And then of course, you had the graphic come up for NXT, and the show completely went off.
Can we just love the fact that Samoa Joe's role is just amazing? Like he's like, fam, get the security out here. Like,
oh yeah,
that's right.
Even with the women, when he was like, fam, separate all of these. We can't be having this on Regal's NXT. And then Adam Cole, and then that's Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly was fighting, and then he was like, "Yo, we cannot have this on Regal's NXT." Then
the graphic came up, and then the show completely went off, and then it came onto the next. I think the movie, the movie that was after this,
Olympus is falling. Can wait. Olympus can fall. Has fallen.
That's what was playing. Yeah, because that
was Aaron Eckhart and Gerard Butler were having a boxing match.
Matter of fact, have you seen Olympus Has Fallen before?
Yo, it's actually a really good movie. Gerard Butler's a good actor, man. He is. He's the Carl Urban of like 5 years ago,
But that ain't what happened.
Carl Urban? No, it was Gerard Butler, man.
Because Kushida was getting attacked by a guy in a black hoodie, and it was
sounds like a hate crime to me.
Who is this dude in the black hoodie? Because you see Tyler Russ on the apron, and you see Hideki Suzuki on the other apron, and you're like, what is going on? And then this man did a very familiar move, and it was like, oh my God, that is Roddy. And next thing you know, oh my God, it was Roddy.
And he had a CM Punk shaved head. Like, what was going on with that?
And then next thing you know, once again, Roddy, chef's kiss. That
man had a beautiful head of hair. I don't know why he did that.
That jumping knee strike just laid out Kushida beautifully. And then next thing you know, the three men embraced, and you can see the diamond on their jackets, and you're like, oh no, this is Diamond Mine. But no. To let you know it was official, there was a fourth man in the mix. He's kind of small, so you couldn't see him that well. But he was showcased at the end. He actually said, "This is Diamond Mine," as he was holding the cruiserweight title. Then he even threw it on Kushida. And people out there, do you know who that fourth person of the Diamond Mine is.
That's something disrespectful, dude, to throw a belt at
And
a
I'm gonna go
champion
ahead
like
and
that.
lay it on thick, like Xavier Woods, aka Austin Creed, does with the Battle of the Brands. He does with Tyler Breeze. The mouthpiece, as it seems, of the Diamond Mine is none other than the one and only Malcolm.
Here it is.
Bivens.
Oh
my God, it was beautiful. The permanent smile. I thought I had a permanent smile when Samoa Joe debuted back last week. The permanent smile that was on my face to see Malcolm Bivens with this new stable of Tyler Russ, Suzuki, and Strong, which I wonder if they're going to have a ladies' presence in this Diamond Mine, because that would be beautiful for Marina to show back up. But we might get to that. But to see that Malcolm Bivens was part of this stable was just beautiful. Beautiful.
You want to know why I've been smoking so much on this episode?
Because Malcolm Bivens is just amazing.
I mean, just because Malcolm Bivens was on my screen, but yeah, sure.
I mean, it's even in my namesake of this week. Look at that. Scooter Bivens. Like, it was just amazing. Like, how could you be mad that a new faction has formed, a new stable has formed, and the mouthpiece being Malcolm Bivens?
Let's remind everybody, this was the guy that would recruit people by hiding in the injury area behind a table.
Love it.
Popping up like,
here's a problem. Here's a problem. This bullshit here. See,
there's a problem.
I went through a number of emotions through this.
Okay.
Because I watched this match. This match again, fantastic fucking match. The cliche run in with Adam Cole, on O'Reilly, cliche, no problem. Didn't expect that. Then you see the attack on Kushida, and I'm like, oh, I like this. This, furthering some story shit. Who the fuck is this? Who is this? And to see that it was Roderick Strong, I was like, oh shit. Take my fucking money. Take it. I want all of this. Then something happened. I noticed a figure in the corner. And I was like, wait, I know. And it was funny because I forgot who it was for a second. I was like, oh, that's Rust. What the fuck is Rust doing here? And I was like, oh, okay. Well, maybe we got some new stable. Now, of course, the other guy didn't know who it was. It just didn't click to me. So I was like, okay, whatever. This is fine. So I was like, okay, I'm, even with Rust, even with Tyler Rust there, I'm cool. No problem. This is fine. This is like, I'm cool. I didn't see the Diamond Mine shit, so I never even noticed. And, I was like, all right. But then, this motherfucker, this goddamn,
this hobbit of a man,
Bivens,
this quirky, punchable, memeable, face ass motherfucker decided to pop his condescending, snarky, annoying face up out of nowhere and walk with the unmitigated gall, all the confidence in the fucking world that's completely undeserved. This motherfucker, Bivens, because I'm only going to call him by his last name because I'm going to say Biv. This motherfucker
sounds like Biff.
Biv.
I know.
Decided to merrily walk his ass in the ring as if he had done something.
And throw
Then
that belt on
he
that
decided to get on the fucking mic.
No, he didn't get on the mic. He just said it loud enough.
Just yells it
you're
out
right. You're right.
loud.
It's his obnoxious fucking voice.
He gave 4 beautiful words. This is Diamond Mine.
Which did this to me. It's like, oh, great. Oh, great. Fuck. They got Roddy.
But did you see the continuity between Bivens and Russ? Because they was already paired together. It was continuity in that. Get the hate out your heart.
I can't because see
for Bivens.
Here's the problem. This is, and you know what? I'm going to agree with you for a second, Scoop. On the fact that you're right. This is like the MCU. This is like superhero shit. Because see, with me being the superhero that I am, the prince of positivity, purveyor of predictions, I sat here and I went up against Never Rise and I won. I beat one villain.
I mean,
and all of a sudden, you have another fucking villain come out of nowhere and gain some notoriety by taking and corrupting the mind of someone who was part of an elite faction, only to be downgraded to this bullshit of a stable.
Oh no. We are not gonna do that. This is not a bullshit stable yet.
This bullshit of a stable.
Oh no. We're not gonna do that. Because see, what's gonna happen is starting today, going forward, you thought the Ever Rise campaign was something.
That way.
Oh boy.
There we go.
This Bivens campaign / Diamond Mine campaign.
It's gonna go out that window.
Oh boy. Dizzle and Jaeger from Bivens. It is happening.
Nope, not at all. See, now I'm gonna take a tagline from the main roster of WWE because see, Diamond Mine, Bivens, all included, trash. Then, now, and forever. Fuck Diamond Mine. Fuck Bivens. Fuck Diamond Mine. Fuck Bivens. Fuck
the
Bivens. Fuck
the
Diamond Mine.
Most cheated person on this roster. Excuse me.
This is gonna be fun.
It's gonna be Roderick Strong, and I'm gonna look at him and I'm just gonna be like,
you know what's beautiful and what's serendipitous about this? Anytime I would say something negative about the Elite and all of that, it was like, well, Scoot, how could you feel that way? It's the Elite. How could you feel that way about Dunne Callis? Or how could you feel that way about Matt Hardy in the whatever the fuck that stable is called? But this is serendipitous that both of you gentlemen gave me this Diamond Mine. Because y'all called this shit. Y'all the ones said this was going to happen. So not only did Jaeger's wild ass predictions in the purveyor of predictions, wild ass visions and predictions come true, but now I get to stand firm and defend this stable. And not only the stable, because the three, well, Suzuki, I really don't know, but the 2 men that are in this stable are very talented. Russ can go, and we all know what Roddy can do. That's the stamina machine. That's the Messiah of the backbreaker. That's former NXT Tag Champ. That's former NXT North American Champ. Soon to be y'all's Cruiserweight Champ. And then you top it off. Sounds like
a downward slope there.
With Malcolm Bivens. Now I get to be the one to be like, how could y'all feel this way? But Malcolm Bivens. I get to be the one now to finally defend something wholeheartedly. Y'all thought I would say this. Y'all thought the hit row in the Raquel Gonzalez fandom is wild. Whoo, boy, y'all are in for a treat in these upcoming weeks.
Malcolm Bivens looks like that Chihuahua that stands like a pit bull.
If Malcolm Bivens gets merch, I'm getting it.
I feel like the only merch that's going to be Malcolm Bivens related is going to be this Diamond Mine merch, which I don't think will sell too much. And if they do
it's
sell,
gonna sell. It's gonna sell.
It's going to sell because of Roderick Strong.
This is going to be the first. It's going to be the first of many, but I'm going to say it now because I never thought I would. Justice for Roderick Strong.
Oh no! He's perfectly fine.
We look.
He's perfectly fine.
Roddy, I'm going to get you out of this, man.
He is perfectly
I'm going to
fine.
save you.
Roddy, you're better than this.
This ain't no blink twice if you need help. Make sure I didn't just mute myself. This ain't no blink twice if you need help situation. Oh no, Roddy is perfectly fine because with him being the face of this faction, with him being the leader of a group of just badasses.
Ooh.
Using that very loosely.
Ooh.
Oh no, it's gonna happen.
Ooh.
And then you got the mouthpiece. What's a good stable without a great mouthpiece? Because see,
it's a Chihuahua, man.
Tyler, Suzuki, and Strong realize our promos might be okay. It might even borderline good, but we need somebody. We need the voice to just send us up there in the stratosphere to let the people know that Diamond Mine is here. And who did they recruit? Malcolm Bivens. This is going to be akin to when Taz was part of the invasion, but he was still on commentary. So anytime an invasion member was happening, how Taz could just keep putting over the invasion. This is going to be akin to when Nick Patrick was the NWO special referee. Or hell, even like Taz now, when it's Team Taz and he's always on commentary. Or this is going to be akin to even annoying ass Don Callis. I have the power now that anytime Diamond Mine is on the TV, I get to just go crazy. I get to lose my shit. And you know what? Since we've been doing this show since October, we have no choice but to talk about NXT because that's what this show is based off of. Oh, this is just serendipitous. The greatest thing, unless y'all want to start talking about Raw and SmackDown from here on out, this is just beautiful. We have no choice. This is the Thanos snap right now. This is the Thanos snap right now. Until the Diamond Mine is not a thing or they kick Malcolm Bivens out, oh boy. Oh boy. Be prepared. Be prepared.
All right, Scar.
Like Scar.
Wait, doesn't Impact air on Tuesday?
What was that?
Doesn't Impact air on Tuesday? I think, I think
Impact airs on Thursday. Impact airs on Thursday. Just like how I keep trying to tell the people out there, I'm a heel at heart. This is going to start showing it now, guys.
I mean, Lip, we can start reviewing Impact and AEW.
This is going to start showing it. This is just for irritation and agitation purposes. Double chef's kiss. Diamond Mine, I welcome you in my heart. I hope y'all thrive and succeed. NXT and Malcolm, keep up the good work. Keep up the good work.
The only person I'm cheering for on Diamond Mine is Roderick Strong, and that's for him to get out of this brainwashing session he's been lured into.
This is a clear case of Stockholm Syndrome.
Oh, it's not. It's not.
See, and where's Marina Shafir? See, he left. That's what happened. He left. He was kidnapped.
Yep.
And they had all these.
I wonder.
No, she's not.
To debut on the main roster.
He should have. See, that's what happened.
But it didn't work out. And that's why they made him do the whole Diamond Mine thing. Because otherwise, I don't think they would have did the angle of him walking out on NXT.
They knew the Diamond Mine couldn't survive without a star. That's
true.
what it was. I'm glad you agree with that because that's exactly what the fuck this is. Fuck Diamond Mine. Fuck him. Fuck him.
This is almost like when NWO was taking over WCW and they was throwing trash in the ring. I feel like it's just, I'm loving it.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Trash was put into the ring.
I'm loving it. This is amazing. Because I know what's going to happen is I'm going to slowly make sure it happens. You see this? This is my proverbial chisel and a little tiny little hammer. I'm going to slowly chip away at these two gentlemen here. Slowly chip away to where they will be, they will love, they will welcome, they will accept Diamond Mine. They will take a phrase from Bray, they will let them in. And not only will they let Diamond Mine in, but you know who's going to be the first one to walk through that door? Malcolm Bivens.
Then I'm going to say nope and knock that statue over.
Oh, it's happening. Bivens.
So you can take all your positivity and let them know where they can find you.
You know what? It's been scrolling at the bottom. But of course, you can find me at the ScooterRay, IG, YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, of course, with the ninjas. We even did a special episode of Bonus Banter where we discussed the 1 year impact of The Last of Us 2, me and Boss, and of course, the one and only Mr. Lipdizzle here. That was a great little crossover episode of blending both of the groups, both of the factions I am a part of. Yep. So for that episode, I was the less than stealthy average gaming unicorn. I mean, ninja, not unicorn, ninja. So, but yes, more of those to come because I hope at one point all three of us, well, both of y'all, will just cross over with the ninjas and we'll just have one big party. But of course, you know, Less Than Stealthy Ninjas, we're on Twitch, we're on YouTube, TikTok, IG, Twitter. We got the podcast that airs on Anchor, Google Podcasts, and Spotify, and others where Anchor ships it all that. We got Ninja Banter episodes. We got Bonus Banter episodes. Like I said, you can catch both of us on the Bonus Banter along with Boss Carter of the Less Than Stealthy Ninjas. Shout outs to Aranya. Shout outs to Neon Xerxes as well. But before I let Jaeger get into his spiel, what you can really find me at is on the Malcolm Bivens bandwagon. I'm there with Austin Creed / Xavier Woods. We're there arm in arm, shouting praises of Malcolm Bivens. We're there.
Did he already pop off?
Not yet. I haven't watched the Battle of the Brands live stream today, and I'm pretty sure because Breeze can't stand Bivens either.
Ugh.
Breeze can't stand him either. But
well, we have an ally.
Yes, Mr. Jaeger Bombastic, where can the ladies of the IWC wish you a speedy recovery? Where can they wish that at?
Well, aside from my couch right now with an ice pack or my bed, you can find me. Oh, and forewarning, this will be affecting the After Darks. Sorry. It's already it's 2 days past now. I'm already old news. But for some fresh shit, for some streaming shit, for some political shit, if you're even into that, it's a bam, right there at the Jaeger Bombastic, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch occasionally. TikTok, it's there. It's we're throwing in some videos. But for the moment, you can see me trying to throw some dynamite on the diamond mine.
Right.
Trying to just cave that whole shit in. But somebody who may be advising me against that, somebody who may tell me that there are some better, more positive routes to take, despite today being a not so positive take. That guy over there.
There is no positivity at the moment. I don't want anybody to find me. I'm just
It's like that, y'all.
It is like that.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Fuck Diamond Mine.
I'm sure you do.
And fuck Bivens.
You know what? See, this what happens when your jokes go too far. When your jokes go too far and you see it materialize into the real world. See, this is what happens.
Spoke it into existence.
Mr. Diesel, since he wants to forego where you can find him. See, this is what happens.
It's scrolling down.
So see, this the shit Uncle Ben told Peter Parker. With great power comes great responsibility. See, the purveyor of predictions and Mr. Weird Hot Take up here, they keep giving all these weird hot takes and weird predictions. And this is what happened when WWE, or in this case NXT, be like, you know what? Let's make this shit happen for real. This is the monster y'all two created. This is y'all's baby.
I mean, we said Tyler Rust and Van Atlas.
That is true. I think
we didn't intend for Roderick Strong to be thrown into this.
Mm-hmm. See, this is what happens.
An established man.
See, ladies and gentlemen,
pedigreed man.
This is what happens when you use your powers for evil. And not only this is what happens when you use your powers for evil.
He admits it. Diamond Mine is evil.
But this is what happens when you get an individual like me who bask in stuff like this. Because see, if y'all know, I was never ever against Malcolm Bivens. Never. I was only doing the Everrise thing to fuck with Lip. But see, this is what happens when I get to just have the power. See this right here? This is the power. This that shit Vince McMahon was talking about. The power is now in my hands. And as long as Diamond Mine and Malcolm Bivens especially exists, the power is here. The world is here. See, to quote another movie,
Pitbull stance.
To quote another movie, some men just want to see the world burn. Hey, I got the matches.